Paul, after a couple rough outings, Kyle Gibson responds with one of the better performances we've seen from him. How impressed were you by him?
Oh, it was a great outing overall. I mean, to get through 8 and minimize there with 1 run and 5 hits. Got nervous a couple times when a command all of a sudden would disappear for 4, 5, 6 pitches. And I think that's one of the things he's trying to improve upon is just attack, when you got that, especially when you got a little bit of a cushion. But overall, you have to be pleased. I thought the double play of Martinez early was big. And, other than that, it was fairly, he fairly cruised through a lot of those innings. And so, offensively, we backed it up. Top of the order did a nice job, capitalizing on opportunities. Polanco had a big hit there to expand the lead. Grossman had one early. Kenny had a good finish to the game. So a lot of guys contributing. It was just something we can't say very often. We had a pretty solid all-around game, and we came away with a win.
In the bottom of the 4th, when he had those back-to-back walks to load the bases, got out of the jam, then comes back in the 5th and has a perfect inning. Did you talk to him in between there? Was there something that you noticed just about how he was able to mentally attack the next?
I talked to him a little bit during the game. I know Neil went out there right before he got Saltamaki with the bases loaded, and the conversation goes about he gets behind those hitters and tries to make perfect pitches instead of just challenging people when you have an opportunity. The walks hurt you more than anything in terms of potentially setting up a big inning when you're giving free passes. But he made I think through Saltamaki 3 changeups in a row to get off the field. But the potentially that's where the game could change. And giving free passes doesn't help, but he got around it in that particular inning.
Jorge Polanco, his first career 4 RBI night. Was it only a matter of time before he had a night like this?
He's coming along well. He did a nice job early in the game. He took a walk there at the end. We were kind of pulling for a triple. I didn't really pay attention to how many RBIs he had. I just know that he was putting together good at-bats, and that's something he's been doing fairly consistently.
Talked yesterday that the spoiler role didn't really mean a lot to you, but did you feel like it was nice to finally get these guys and have an easy one against them instead of the other way around?
I still feel that way about the spoiler thing. You're still trying to find ways to, draw whatever we can out of these guys as we wind down here through the last 3 weeks, and we're trying to assess people and evaluate and look for people to step up and take advantage of playing here in late September. Obviously, you're playing the Tigers. They've been tough on us. And we've had difficulty finding ways to win games, and this building has been really tough. We haven't had a road win in a long time, so I'm more focused about those things. I know it disrupts them for a day, but they got a lot of games. A lot of things can happen for them over these last few weeks.
Schaefer plunking was kind of scary, huh?
Yeah, a little bit. One of those situations where when he's had a chance to play, there's been some tough matchups for him. And it's just one of those things where we're kind of looking to maybe start a big inning with a bunt, and he gets plugged. I think he said he wore it right off the chest, which is kind of scary. So, but he stuck his nose out there, what you want a guy to do. And, it was a part of us putting together a good inning. So I'm glad that he came away unscathed, but I'm sure his eyes got a little big when he saw it coming.
Is that an impressive at-bat from Polanco? Because he's got to be thinking triple, but he still has the patience and to draw that walk.
Well, in a good year, a fast guy doesn't hit very many triples. They just don't happen. I know this park is conducive, but I haven't asked him if he was in the back of his mind or forefront of his mind. But to be patient there and take the walk, that's kind of what he's been about for us here as he continues to get adapted to this level of play. He's handled himself fairly well overall. We've been pleased.
Getting a large bullpen in September, but not having to activate it to the 9th inning is going to be
That's always a relief, because I look down, I see appearances, guys, 4 out of 5, and some cases 3 in a row, and even with a lot of bodies, we've had to go to them early and often. So we got a little reprieve. I can't remember the last time we got more than 5 or 6 innings from a starter. It just hasn't happened much lately. So it was nice for Gibby. He wanted to go back for the 9th. he was pitching well, but 110 pitches mid-September, I just didn't see the benefit of trying to rush him out there for the complete game.